Hello everybody, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I was just messing with the setting. Anyway, see, we are gonna load back to where we are writing a poem. It is time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, so I kind of like to go for Sayori. Let's see. She seemed kind of like a happy person. Warm. Clumsy. Daydream. Eternity? No, that wasn't it. Time? No. Happiness. Sunny. Cheer. Hopelessness. I don't know why that worked for her. I guess she's kind of a bittersweet person. Lucky. Oh no, that's you. No, that's you. I guess we're gonna do a little bit of mix between Sayori and Yuri. Sunset. Friends. Romance. Oh no, that was Yuri. No, that's Yuri. Okay. Depression. Sadness. Family? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna move my mouse out now. Hi again, Thomas. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might seem a bit strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. Sorry about that. Sorry, my brain fart. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Thomas. I hope it's not too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to come here. I don't know if you plan to come here or hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki. You certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Monica is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, you guys. Thomas always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, it's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set fire to your house once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Thomas can become good friends too. Sayori. Huh? As usual, Sayori is oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. Sorry about that, guys. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's a big deal, but it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Thank you, Yuri. I'll definitely read this. Enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think about it. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled club activities. But that doesn't seem the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice she's in her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature-related by myself like this? I guess I could read some of the book Yuri gave me. I feel a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame let me start over. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to some of the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what the literature club is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature sounds too dense and intellectual. That's not it at all, We just need to show that to everyone. Sometimes, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing about speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her debating like this. You have a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Oh, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That's why... That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I found myself smiling. In the end, Shiori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Shiori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! I opened my eyes to find Shiori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up too late again, aren't you? Now that you're in our club, you're gonna at least have less time for anime now. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, you know. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're really looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You still oversleep every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over your face. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all over here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Sorry guys, I need a drink of water really quick. Yes, better. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just brushing your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe it off the stain with my finger. But nobody ever noticed that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start buttoning her blazer from the bottom to the top. Once you see how much better this looks, you'll change your mind. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have friends who does these kinds of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. That button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to finally close the button near her chest. Does this even fit properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttoned her blazer once more. Phew, that is so much better. Sayori put her arms out and twirled around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. That's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I like Sayori. She's just so cute with the little ribbon in her hair. So maybe you should wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Aw, but I'm joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share our poems now? Yay! Thomas, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic but Sayori trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulled out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit, and Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Let's see, guys. Who are we gonna go to first? Because I kind of want to save Sayori's for last. So let's go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably fair I share mine with her first. Well, it's what I expect from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just doesn't evoke any emotion. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I have to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Crickets can leave, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it. Interesting. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. That isn't the point of poems. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. So I think what hers was trying to say is that everyone has their own ability and that people can keep trying. That's what I think anyway. If anyone wants to talk about it in the comments below, please let me know. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that most of it puts more weight on the wordplay. Oh, sorry. But the other thing about nice simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up the rhyme at the end and made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki feels proud, then I won't take it away from her. Let's go with Yuri. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading it. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that was her. Sorry. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after writing it, though. So it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buried her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it was several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It must take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable is that I recognize new writers is that they're trying to find their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the other topic matter, and they form fit it to two together. Sorry. In the end result is that both styles and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, but building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, in learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club will give you a valuable feedback too. Natsuki's a little biased though. Biased? How? Uh, well, never mind. I shouldn't talk about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing in the air of the present by living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. It's an interesting poem. This might be that she wants to stay in her little bubble, but she's been in the past, but she's being moved towards getting out of her bubble, learning new things, talking to new people, and that she's scared of the change and would rather everything just be the same. I mean, that's my thought process, but everyone takes away different things from poems. So if you feel something different, please just comment, but don't throw hate at me for it, because that's just what I got from it. But we can talk about it in the comments if you like. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Thomas. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, you may be right. I guess I'll keep trying. I'm counting on you. Let's go to Monica, I guess. Hi, Thomas. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, I'm glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestion for the club, I'll like new activities and other or things we can do better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring it up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'd be afraid to bring those things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Thomas. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's sort of a barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. A harmonica, my poem. I like this one. It makes me think if Sayori would like it. Something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Yeah, well, maybe we're good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you sounds like you two are really sounds like you two really take good care of each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe you get from reading your poem. Sure you're not reading too much into it? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing was kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she's exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knows what someone so happy would enjoy sad things too. Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll try different things a lot. It only makes... Sorry, I don't know why I'm having trouble reading all of them. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this, though. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way because it's the best way to find a style that suits you. Everyone else may be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have a Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina is scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever and everywhere and everything. A hole with infinite choices. Sorry. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. I think this is a little foreshadowing. Like right here, I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other hand, was looking in. I think that's a little foreshadowing, honestly. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, the style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. A lot of a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. Foreshadow it. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, sorry, I gotta get another drink. I know, it's weird I drink from a gallon jug, but that's how it works for me. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets so fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get one thing down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. And on to Sayori. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Thomas. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not that good a writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Thomas poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I could feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You are so weird, Sayori. I'm really just happy you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into this yet, but that doesn't matter. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Thomas. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things for other people. That's something that's really good people do. Thank you, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees full picture of my motivation here. Then again, can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here too. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'll hold you to it then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait till this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounded just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'm looking forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Phone's going off. Shut up, phone. Sorry. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can't stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poem. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows burrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you can say it's fancy. Thank you. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to find something nice to say. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but that didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Thomas did too. Based on that, I'll already give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Thomas liked my poem too, you know. He even said he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you're so invested in pressing the new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Thomas appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? And are you just that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would just deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? Sorry, water. Never idea that these games like this can make your throat dry up so quick. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Thomas started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both the girls turned towards me, noticing I was standing there. Thomas, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could just get over herself and learn how to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Thomas. What? Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings that mean the most. The, complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only use and limiting yourself, it's also a waste of time. You understand that, right, Thomas? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think higher of me. Natsuki's glare dries up the words in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How could you two keep fighting when you're making your friends feel like this? Thomas, well, that's her problem, isn't it? I agree. It's unfair for the others to inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri she's a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poem, they're amazing because they give you so much feeling with just a few words. And Yuri's poem are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone is so talented. Why are you fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are always the same as they've been. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So that's why Sayori's vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? He could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless what she says. I don't trust you. I mean, that pose, though. It's like unnatural. It's like no normal person can do that. Without, like, straining their back or something. Who freaking knows? If I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It's alright. Well, mostly. Thomas, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn things from your friends too. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little more about the kind of poems everyone likes? Well, with any luck, that means I can just do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Thomas, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Sayori and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see that make good friends. Phew. You know, Thomas, it's nice to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone, it makes me even the happiest. I think that everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sawyer hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really have to stop there? Well, we'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her. It's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright guys, we are going to leave this here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed that I figured out how to use my face cam. Have a wonderful day, guys.